If this is finding you on April 9th, this is your reading, okay? I have a huge message and I know that it's going to resonate for a lot of you. Look, there's no hashtags, there's no viral audio. Like, this is your reading. So I want to go ahead and jump into immediately what I'm getting. The first card that came out was Justice in Reverse. I keep hearing that you need to, when it comes to the past, I keep hearing like, we got to get even. It needs to be fair. You know, it's like we did something bad and there's a punishment that we need. All that stuff when it comes to like getting even, finishing karmic cycles, that's done. Okay, this energy needs to be left in the past. When we keep talking about things from the past, we keep bringing up that new energy. So the brain doesn't necessarily know if, when you're remembering something, the brain does not know if you're currently actually living that reality or that it's just a memory. So every time you think about that thing from the past, you're reactivating that in your energy. That's why a lot of you who get readings from me, when you're talking about love and you're trying to meet someone new, I will pick up the energy of an ex because it is still so strong in your energy, okay? You gotta let things go. You gotta think of every single moment as a brand new beginning, okay? The World card came out, and so to me, this just feels like we are we've grown so much. We've grown so much from this first thing that happened. And some of you guys are still punishing yourself from what that happened, or someone else is punishing you in a sense from this thing that happened. And I'm seeing the karmic cycle is complete. That chapter is done. There is nothing else you have to explore or go into when it comes to that thing that you lived, okay? Now, I am seeing the Nine of Cups, and it's in reverse. This makes me feel like someone who in the past has been very stubborn with you, they're going to be changing their ways, okay? They're going to be lightening up a little bit. They're going to realize maybe what I'm doing isn't working. Maybe I need to, change my perspective so that I don't have to be so stubborn. I think that they're going to be getting enlightenment. They're going to realize this isn't working out for me. And I feel like they're not going to be so stubborn anymore. Now I'm seeing the Two of Wands, and this is interesting to me because it came out right after that, came out the Two of Swords. Two, two, two. So this makes me feel like there is going to be a lot of change happening in your life, okay? A lot of the time, I'm hearing like spirits working on your behalf to get you to a point that you're supposed to be at, because it's destiny. Like, you cannot fight destiny. Anything that you're supposed to have in your life that is destined, spirit will find a way to make it happen, okay? You can't miss your calling. So this is making me feel like this person might have been very stubborn and you weren't able to necessarily go down the path you wanted to because they were making it hard for you to do that. And it makes me feel like some past triggers is what was causing this person to be so stubborn. But like I said, the karmic cycle is complete. They don't need to be pulling that stuff from the past anymore. And I think Spirit's going to help them have that epiphany that they need to let you be free so that you can be happy. And I think that they're going to lighten up. And because of that, when these opportunities come to you and you have the choice, should I do this thing or should I stay in my comfort zone? You are going to be a lot more likely to do the thing that you're wanting to do, because what's at the end of that path for you is your destiny. So Spirit's going to keep pulling it towards you in any way that they can, because this is your destiny. And you better believe that Spirit's working on this person. You would better believe. You know, a lot can happen in a year, and I wouldn't be surprised if this person who is holding you back has a whole entire spiritual awakening. I would not be surprised, because that's the kind of energy I'm feeling here. I'm seeing the Hangman, and so it almost makes me feel like, just wait. We're working on this. We are working behind the scenes. You have no idea what we are doing. Like, you wouldn't even believe this. And 1 year from now, this person and yourself will look so different, because you guys are going to be in such different places, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good because you're supposed to be at a certain destiny in life. You have a calling that you're supposed to answer, and Spirit will make it happen. Now, I am seeing the Three of Cups with the Four of Cups. I feel like there's going to be a lot of very supportive females around you. I think that they're going to be enjoying what you're doing. I think they might be involved in it with you in some way. And I'm seeing the Four of Cups. I think a really exciting opportunity is going to come to you from what you're doing. And I think that it's going to just be like amazing female energy, also like the divine feminine. And I just think that this really exciting thing is going to come to you, and it's going to be something that's just going to emotionally fulfill you. It's going to be so exciting. Okay, so when that comes, you'll know. You'll just have this like yes, like it deep in your gut. It's going to say yes, like you're not going to be able to not do it. The Eight of Pentacles came out too. Okay, and it also came out with the Six of Wands. So when I'm seeing these two together, it makes me feel like whatever this is that you're doing, you're calling, Spirit will provide. Spirit will provide. Whatever this is that you're destined to do, Spirit will make sure the energy that you're putting out into the world will be brought back to you in the form of money. Yes, prosperity, abundance. Now, I want to say, prosperity and abundance does not always look like money. There are people who have a lot of money and they're poor because they're afraid to touch that money. And so they still live as if they're poor. So don't think of it as the dollars have to be coming in, because there are so many different ways. As long as you feel abundant, you're living a wealthy lifestyle. Does it really matter if it's like dollar bills that you're seeing? Like for example, let's say you want to travel the world, but you have it stuck in your mind like, I need money to travel the world. Well, what if you win a free trip somewhere? The universe has found a way to make you live as if you're abundant, to make you live as if you're wealthy, but you didn't need the dollars to do that. Okay, so I want you to kind of get out of the box, get out of your mind a little bit on what it looks like to be abundant and prosperous and wealthy, because it doesn't necessarily always mean the money has to be coming in. Now, I do think the money will come in for you, but just know that there's many different ways the universe can get you, to where you're needing to be. And it doesn't always have to be money. So if you believe that it has to be money, then you're going to short circuit yourself, because the universe has so many different ways to bring you what you want, but you have to be a vibrational match to those things. So just be open-minded is all I'm saying. Okay, so that's what I feel for you guys. This is an amazing reading, and I believe this is happening for every single one of you watching this right now. So make sure to follow me, because I post these readings every day, and I guarantee you there will be one that you're supposed to hear, or one that you feel called to share with someone that they're supposed to hear. Okay, make sure to follow. Also, this deck that I used, if you like it, this is my personal deck that I created. It's called the Sun-Kissed Angels. It's all the cards are angels on the beach, tropical vibes. If you want this deck, if you feel called to it, it comes with a guidebook so that you know what each card means in the upright and the reverse. If this is something that what you want, I'm going to put the link down here so you can get your own copy, okay? I'll see you guys next time.